The quicker you understand how hard life is supposed to be, the easier everything will become. Life is supposed to be hard. I think that we all have this conception that we want to feel good, happy, and we want life to be easy all of the time, 24/7. And then it's like when life does get hard, like when it's hard parts, we still find ways to make it easy, right? We still find ways to, ease that, discomfort. And to be honest, I'm not going to say that's like um, that's bad, because I believe that with all things that are, when you are dealing with a lot, sometimes it can be easier to take that pain off by smoking or drinking or, doing whatever it is that you do, but, or having whatever vice that you have. But also vices are holding you back. If a vice becomes a problem, right? Because what happens is, okay, you have a hard problem or you have a hard time, let's say at work, you had a hard day, you drink, okay? The second day in a row, it's even harder, so you drink again. The third day, it's even harder, so you drink again. The fourth day is not as hard as it was the third day, but you still drink again. The fifth day was actually smooth, so it's like, oh, let me just still, have a drink. It's a good day, man. Let me have a drink just because it's a good day. You see what I'm saying? So now you have began drinking all of these days when you only had like one really, really hard day. You see what I'm saying? Where it felt like maybe you needed to take a sip of something to keep the edge off, right? As they would say. But I think with me, it wasn't that was the problem for me personally. I also think, first off, I don't smoke or drink, and I've never been addicted to either one. I've tried drinking before. I've drunk on like occasion, never gotten like blackout drunk or anything like that. And I've smoked weed once. I mean, I can understand how people love the feel of it, but it's not a big thing for me personally. Um, what I would say my addiction was, or it still is, um, I would say my addiction was corn. Corn was a big part of, what I was going through, especially being a young guy, right? Being a young guy at this age on the internet. And I was like, when the internet like really started popping with, you had all the different websites and stuff to come out. And as a young guy, I am eating all of this up, right? And I had, my parents were trying to be really good on the internet access. But, as a young teenage boy that probably knows more about the things that they have bought me than they do, I'm going to find a way around it, right? So I would find unlimited ways around certain things to get to, certain sites and stuff like that or whatever, right? Blah, blah, blah. And I was consuming this as a kid, and I was sneaking in and I was doing it. And I didn't realize, at first, you're a kid. You're not really even understanding what this does to you later on in life, right? And then it becomes pretty much a nightly thing, right? You do this everything, like you do, like it becomes like pretty often at night you do this, right? And then even when you're dealing with women, you're still either doing this or that's getting done to you. So you're still indulging in this activity. And retention is something that, you don't even understand at this age, because you're just doing it because you're getting a quick pleasure out of whatever, out of, that activity. And, I really was I was really like non-understanding of that until my later years in life, where I started to realize now I'm 27 now. And I didn't realize how much of a pain that was until now. Like it was a crutch, right? That I was using to feel some happiness, pleasure, joy, and like it was just a crutch. All this stuff was a crutch because I didn't know no better. And I didn't go seek help or anything because I thought it was normal. And now I'm realizing how much that affects my everyday life and how much that affects my brain. And now I'm trying to get that stuff out of my mind. I'm trying to do things to, get this out of my head, right? And, you become consumed when you have consumed it for as long as I have consumed it, then it becomes a problem with lust. And now I'm facing one of the 7 deadly sins and I'm facing it head on, right? Which is lust. And now I'm sitting here like, God, like what? Like now it's like I'm got an enemy and I didn't even think it was an enemy. I thought this was cool, but now it's an enemy in the indulgence of it. And I'm just like, bro, this has now became such a huge problem in my life to where it's like I had to let all of that go and understanding that I need to let this go and actually attempting and actually letting it go is one of the hardest things I have ever tried to do as a man. And I'm sitting there like, man, I got to let this stuff go. And it's like, it's just every night, like, you get a little urge and then boom, you're just doing it. Then you realize to yourself as a man, you're not disciplined enough. You realize that you don't have enough self-control. Then you start breaking down other shit in your life that, excuse my language, but it's so bad that you're like, dang, I don't have self-control over this. I don't have discipline over this. I'm doing this because of that. And then you're starting to think to yourself like, dang, I'm really messed up in the head. And I started to realize how bad it was for me until to a point to where now I'm kind of like, okay, I get it. And I want to change it. And I have been attempting to change multiple things about my life right now. And I am going to change everything about my life right now. From financial standpoints, I'm not doing terrible, but obviously I'm not in a place where I want to be. I live alone. I have an apartment on my own. And I pay rent, bills, stuff like that. But, obviously it's not where I want to be financially. I want to have more to where I don't even have to worry about, rent or bills and stuff like that. I don't want to live check to check anymore and stuff. And then of course, just, when it comes to my body and everything, I lost over 200 pounds, right? I had a weight loss surgery and stuff. I will get more into that in another video. But I had a weight loss surgery. I lost a person. I lost like over 250 pounds. I lost basically 2 people. And man, yeah, it makes me feel lighter, it makes me feel better. But there are certain things about that even, are trials and tribulations with that. And, trying to tighten up this fat and make like the little like loose fat that I have and make it muscle can definitely be a problem as well. And things like that, right? And I want to get my body better. Content creation, something that I wanted to pursue since I was just a little kid, basically watching YouTube videos about Call of Duty growing up. I want to get better at content creation. I want to create content that people want to watch, hear, listen, whatever it is. And I think that I have, and it isn't a thing. I know that I have a voice and a mindset for this. I know people that are struggling with these same things. Kids, grown men, anybody that is struggling, grown women that are struggling with things that I have struggled with in my past, in my days, right? Of being a teenage boy or being just a human being that has had these struggles. I just want to tell them that they're not alone. And I want to reach out and try to give the best advice that I possibly can to these people, because I believe that everybody deserves to know that they are not alone in this struggle. And that they have a way out of this. Even if it's just me talking and giving you a statement about it, right? Even if it's not like a big, like, even if I don't get like very big, even though I believe in myself, I just want to give people somebody that they can relate to, somebody that they can sit down and be like, man, this dude he is talking what I need to hear. He is telling my story through his own words, right? Because I'm just as relatable as you guys. Dealing with women, dealing with relationships, romance, of course, is a big thing in my life, and I can teach y'all all about that. Like tell y'all my experiences and things of that nature, especially for a lot of guys out there. Yeah, you can deal. I mean, I could talk to y'all about just being a people's person, how to be more extroverted, how to be more of a talker and socialize more and everything like that. Coming from somebody who was super introverted when I was younger. Teach y'all a little bit about weight loss and the certain steps that I took to lose this much weight and the certain steps that I'm taking to gain muscle and everything like that. I can teach y'all some things about that or let y'all hear lessons. But the one thing that you have to understand about all of that is that life is hard. These things didn't come just because I'm talking to y'all or telling y'all that they will come. This shit is hard. It didn't just happen overnight. And with all that being said, man, to my nieces and nephews out there, thank y'all for watching, listening, and everything. I appreciate y'all. And make sure that you watch my next video, my last videos. And I want y'all to understand that I am doing this strictly just me, just wanting to give y'all something to, relate to out there in the world. Not just anything to where I'm just throwing some stuff together. I'm talking about this gameplay, by the way, of Marvel Rivals, obviously. And I'm a gamer. Like I'm a huge game anime guy, right? And I will talk to y'all about anime and gaming if y'all want me to, but this is more so just me reaching out to you and telling you, man, it's okay. Like I understand, I understand you and we relate. We are the same. We are the same, man. I understand. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching. Love all y'all. Peace out.